Call hello, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Yahushai, Ruach HaChadash. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. To the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting, goodbye, Internet Explorer, Microsoft to retire 27-year-old browser on June 15th. All right, so take that date with a grain of salt. We know it came from Esau, Edom, which is the biblical name of the so-called white man. But it's news report worthy because remember when internet on some South Park shit. Remember when Internet Explorer was the shit. Like it was the go-to way of access to the internet. And now you have the Edomite elite shutting it down. Right? Now, this is a prelude to what's going to happen to the internet as a whole. All right? So it says Microsoft has announced the retirement of 27-year-old Internet Explorer as the firm's oldest browser will be completely phased out from June 15th. Internet Explorer was launched in 95 as an add-on package for Windows 95. Microsoft later started providing the app for free as part of the package, right? And that was essentially how they, were able to get all their information, all those search results. It all went to Microsoft because they were the plug, they were the go-to, they were the man-dem. Basically they were like the Netflix of their age. You remember when Netflix first came out and it was this great, huge, amazing thing and everyone and their fucking mom had Netflix, right? But then now there's bare other streaming websites. You know what I mean? With a sizable amount of subscribers. And it's the same thing with these internet browsers. You have so many different internet browsers. Like now, when you say that you use Internet Explorer, like people will say, "The fuck you doing, man? Download this other one." You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, it's this year. The nearly 3-decade-old browser peaked at 95% usage share in 2003. However, it couldn't maintain its position and its user base started to decline drastically, right, because it was used for biblical prophecy purposes. You know what I'm saying? Declined drastically as other competitors released new browsers with better user interfaces. Yeah, that is true. Faster net internet speed and smoother performance, right? And, people in this world are all about their speed, right? So, it makes sense, right? It's carnal, it's temporal, but it has a purpose under the heaven. Ecclesiastes 3:1, Malak Shalom. So, yeah, Internet Explorer over time has evolved into a default browser that is used to install other browsers, right? And now they're saying it lies on Internet Edge, Explorer Edge, or whatever the fuck it's called. But the point is, all roads lead to the RFID microchip outlined in Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16 on down. All right. But this goes to show you that they could easily shut down shit. Like, imagine if they just shut this shit down in 2002 at their peak. People would have been fucking losing their mind. So, we know that Esau, Edom does little trials and shit. You know what I mean? So, we're going to see what happens when this actually happens. But most people are under the spell of Esau, Edom's wine and their philosophy, so they might not really give a shit. As long as their new episodes of Kardashians is on, they're good, right? But it's like, goddamn. So let's get the scripts. This is Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, which is the true water, the true bread, the true substance and sustenance, like the true ways of life. Because we're already in a famine in a carnal food sense. Like, all the food is GMO. None of it's actually real. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, they could say, oh, we have a supply shortage of this and that, which we know is all bullshit. It's all GMO. They could all just make it in a lab on some 3D printer shit. You know what I mean? And then make a robot to constantly make repairs, but they won't do that because they're the fucking devil. And also, they're being used, they have to be used on the left-hand side for their purposes, right? Because Yahweh Shemashai controls everything. Everything under the heaven is his. Job 41:11. And if you go to Proverbs 16:1, it says the king's heart is in the hands of the Lord Yahweh Shemashai. And we know in Job 9:24, the world is given unto the hands of the wicked. And by process of elimination, if you look at every nation and you just look at their secular history, Esau, Edom, which is the biblical name of the so-called white man, their nation has done the most destruction and has caused the most hurt and harm to the planet and the people, and especially our nation, the nation of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Haitians, West Indies, and Israelite foreigners, those that may look like the heathen nations but have the spirit that goes back to the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You know what I'm saying? Like, they absolutely hate us. But they're not. But Esau, Edom isn't gonna win at all. This is Isaiah chapter 65, verse 13. All right. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shemashai power. Behold, my servants shall eat, talking about the elect of Israel, but ye shall be hungry, talking about the 2/3 of our nation. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. We'll be taken care of spiritually when it comes to food and drink. We'll be taken care of carnally when it comes to food and drink. Lord wills we're the elect. And, that's why we had to gather while the evil days weren't around per se, while we were young. Well, the evil days drew nigh, you know what I'm saying? Because this shit is fucking major, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't need, like, there's no, process for them to shut down. They could just do it, and that's that. You know what I mean? Because if you read the terms and conditions, they probably have it somewhere in, paragraph 50 billion. We can shut down the internet anytime, and there's nothing you can do about it. You know what I mean? So that's what's going to be happening to the word, because the unicorn, the internet, does the major lifting of how the word gets across the four corners of the earth. That's why the Lord has these popular search engines be invented to get the word out, to spread the word through all, forums and message boards and YouTube and websites like YouTube. And, you could type in Hebrew Israelite GMS and so many search results will come up in all different types of forums. But all that's going to be shut down soon. But the only ones that are going to be okay are the elect of the nation of Israel. So let's get Exodus 14:14. The Lord Yahweh Shemashai shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. So how do we hold our peace? This is Ecclesiasticus, or to some, Sirach, chapter 4, verse 28. Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord Yahweh Shemashai shall fight for thee. And if you have Yahweh Shemashai as your captain, when Abijah went against Jeroboam, and Abijah was the son of Rehoboam, who was the son of Solomon, who was the son of David. Abijah said that we have, and Abijah had 400,000 soldiers, and Jeroboam had 800,000. And Abijah was like, we have Yahweh Shemashai as our captain, and he was saying, you, Jeroboam, have forsaken the Lord. You've removed the Levites from their position. You've put anyone to be a priest. The Lord is on our captain. And guess what? Abijah won that battle with half the amount of soldiers. All right. But, that type of faith is what we have to the best of our ability consistently. There's a point where Yahweh Shemashai will get us through. It says in Romans 8:31, ye shall hold your peace. Oh, wait. No, it's Slaki. It says in Romans 8:31, what shall we say to these things then? If Yahweh Shemashai be for you, who can be against you? You know what I'm saying? You got the ultimate protection, the ultimate fighting skills, the ultimate everything, because Yahweh Shemashai has you. So with that, I hope y'all were edified. Shalom.